Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run. And we have just finished up Oathbinder's Sanctum. And we're going to head back up to Nekataka. To do some side questing. We're probably going to spend some time... Are we going slow? Let's go fast. Probably gonna spend some time. Some characters leveled up and all that good stuff. Before we do this, we're going to gonna do all of our recruit. All of our nouns. Yep. Just gonna pop off on the Queen's Birth. And we're gonna level from there. I'm gonna try to not spend a crazy amount of time. Shit, what's the word? Really obsessing over the builds for these, since it's unlikely that we're really gonna play terribly much of them. Just want to go athletics, history, sure. All right, one active skill point and one passive skill point. One new ability. So this is a and they both level. So we've got Barbarian. We've taken Frenzy. We've taken Barbaric Yell. We've got Stands Alone. Okay. How much? Plus 20% melee damage. Plus 1 enemies required to be flanked. So while you're near 2 or more enemies, you get 20% melee damage. And he takes longer to be flanked. Gotcha. Bloody Slaughter enhancement. Wait, no, that's not an enhancement. All attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits, and those crits do additional damage. That's pretty dope. 20% of hits converted to crits with weapons against targets, so it's basically executes. And 50%... That's pretty nice. Like that. Then we have Bloodlust. An unquenchable Bloodlust to the Barbarian, increasing their action speed for a short time once he or she has personally downed an enemy. That's pretty crazy. I do kind of like the sound of both of those. I think we'll go with Bloody Slaughter first. And then the other side is we are Chanter, and Ancient Memory is kind of like the... It's just so good. He's just so good. That being said, aren't we two-handed style? We are two-weapon style. That's fine. Okay, yeah, we'll just go Ancient Memory, I think. Bloody Slaughter, Ancient Memory. That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
We'll do equipment afterwards.
A question,
Alright, so
Watcher?
Yidwin. Athletics. Oh, right. Yeah, because we don't plan on using these, so we'll do athletics on all of them so that they have the chance to benefit from athletics during ship battles. Because in theory, they'll do that to themselves. Alright, we're Wizard... Or no, we're Cypher Rogue. Okay. This is gonna take some doing. Penetration with Cypher spells is always good. Duration of Afflictions is good. Do not need monastic unarmed training. Comes with Mind Wave. We could do, we can have him be like a charm, I guess. I don't think there's a great point for that, though. Shocks the target's visual receptors. Receptors, jeez. Blinding 3 is great. And nearby enemies. So Eye Strike could be cool. We could pick up Eye Strike and then do something like Lingering Echoes to have increased effect of debuffs, and just have Gidwin be like a debuff and then benefit from the debuffs for rogue attacks. Do that. Again, I don't want to obsess over these setups because backstab, arms bearer, fast runner. Care about that per se. Don't really care about crippling strike. I think we kind of go lingering shadows or echoes. Sorry. All right, so this is a Cypher and Rogue set. Greater bonus damage versus more focus. I think we'll probably go with that, actually. And then here we will probably take, I would assume, two-handed style. Two-weapon style. Sure. I don't know, like the idea of having a weapon and a shield for a Cypher Rogue sounds kind of fun. You additional bonus damage to weapon attacks when the target enemy is flanked or affected by an affliction. Yeah, in theory you could. That would be interesting. Let's do that. Not gonna be super effective, but whatever. Do a... When missed by melee weapon attacks, gain an increased accuracy on your next attack. That sounds fun. That. Okay, so Cypher or Rogue. Don't really have very many rogue abilities yet. Smoke Veil can be useful later on. Blinding Strike is good, but we're going to be using Eye Strike for that, so we don't really need it. Alternatively, what else do we have? We could use Paralyzing. I think that would probably be pretty good. Again, we've got Lingering Echoes. So Phantom Foes is just always good because they're flanked. A flanked enemy has decreased deflection and -1 armor rating. The flanked enemy is just fucked. So let's go Mental Binding. Paralyzed seems interesting. I'm trying to not go the same exact abilities on everyone, and we already have Phantom Foes on fuck. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Our other Cypher. Okay, I think maybe 30 fighting, 10% of hits to crits, just straight up. Probably going to be a really good one to pick up at this point. Yeah. Okay. Alright, one for each. Once per encounter, we can do a Psychic Backlash, which will stun an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense, which can be very strong. Getting concentration at the start of a fight can be really good. +1 penetration with all attacks is very good. What do we have as far? Oh, right. We get 1 from each. We should probably take... I do not want to go... I don't like dominated. I don't like that. Targets hobbled and weakened. Pretty good. Frightened and sickened. So fractured. And then here, there's so many good ones here. Riposte is very, very strong. Two additional quick slot items. Strike the Bell is very good. One-handed gives raw damage over time. The raw damage over time effect can last longer. Strike the Bell is just really good. And we haven't really picked up any abilities yet. So I'm kind of inclined to go for Strike the Bell. Let's do that. Okay. Cool.
Ahoy!
Look at Merke. I don't remember what Merke is, honestly. It is a monk rogue. Okay, cool. And we have lesser wounds. Okay, nothing special. Swift strikes almost, I just can't imagine Swift strikes not being good. You know? Strikes. Monk abilities. Monk abilities. What do we got? We've got sneak attack. Okay. Then we've got Street Fighter. Okay. Street Fighters excel when the odds are against them, becoming especially deadly when they are outnumbered and bloodied. Sneak attack becomes more deadly and recovery decreases when the Street Fighter is flanked or bloodied. How's it going, Jay? Weapon crit damage increases when the Street Fighter is both flanked and bloodied. Recovery is slower when the Street Fighter is neither flanked nor bloodied. I feel like we just go double punchy punch here, right? Probably just go lesser wounds at this point. Next. Okay. It's gonna be one of each now. Weapon style is probably gonna be the better scenario. should take one-handed style on Yidwin. If that's the case. Can you stack weapon and shield style? And one-handed style? While wielding a single one-handed weapon? Seems like it. I would say probably two. And since we took two-handed, probably just take dirty fighting. We don't care. Like, at all. Let's actually take... Take pistol. Be a fucking dipshit. Okay, I'm not super interested in any of these abilities. Clarity of Agony is good. Probably going to be pretty good for this. So let's take a rogue ability. I think we'll take Blinding Strike. Blinding Strike is very good. Blinding Strike. Probably gonna use Smoke Veil later, so we could go ahead and pick it up now. I think that's pretty logical. And then we get one of both, so we'll probably go ahead and take... that'd be interesting to take, Swift Fury just feels so much stronger. Like, it's just so good. Lightning Strikes is cool, but I just feel like Swift Fury is so much better. Take Swift Fury. Next, we take probably the Blind boost. Riposte is still great. Probably... Blind. Okay, cool. Yidwin! Done! And then Reke is already done. So...
Yes?
Got some interesting stuff going on with these people. Let's check and see about making sure they've got decent equipment, right? We don't want them stacked or anything like that, but we want them using gear that is good for them. He has Battle Axe, Flail, Mace, Unarmed. But he's using some stuff that he should not be using. Fine, right. He is using a Battle Axe, that's good. Do we have a Flail, Mace, or Unarmed? We have a Flail. Put a Flail on him. Like the greatest Flail, but that's okay. Sure about him having Valian clothing. He's got fine leather armor on. Yeah, I guess that's sense. Because he's a auto attacker, so. Okay. Idwin. Alien Frock. Put something like, probably not heavy armor. Probably not. Well, Yidwin's actually going to be sword and board. So Yidwin will want exceptional padded armor is pretty good. Thinking this fine mail armor. Okay. And then Yidwin wants, why is the cat not available for petting? You have enough? Kitty! Cat was here. What are you doing laying over there, Odie? Oil bean. Oil bean. Watching. He is interacting with the Lippo cat. Oh, well, never mind. I apologize. I lied. He is watching the water bowl for some reason. I thought he was watching Lippo at the water bowl, but apparently he's just watching the water bowl. Oh, we have our sink on because of the cold, so that our pipes don't freeze, right? So he's curious about the water, so he's sitting over there next to the water. That's why he's not over there right now. But he'll probably pop over here in just a second. So we've got dagger, rapier, small shield, and unarmed. So let's see what we got. We've got a fine rapier right here. It's a good trade, and we've got a little... No, that's a medium shield. We want a small shield. We don't have a good small shield, so I have a bad small shield. Wow! How's it going? How's everyone doing tonight? Okay, so Merike is a... Double check. She is a Street Fighter monk. So she actually doesn't need weapons. So we'll take that, and we want to put her in light armor. Some fine leather armor. Boom. We're doing good. The apartment complex is... They've had some water, some pipes burst. Not our pipes particularly, but some pipes in several of the buildings. So water and hot water is kind of hit or miss right now. But it'll be okay. You'll be fine. And I think that's actually all we want to do on Merke. And then Reke is also a punchy boy, so I think we leave him alone as well. Let's put the exceptional... Nah, let's not put the exceptional padding. This exceptional padding will sell well. That sells for 840. We don't care enough for them to... And we're stealing all their items, too. Quick items. Is he upset? Aww. He's so upset. He doesn't understand why the water's running. It upsets him. Are y'all doing okay out in the homestead? Have you had any, like, freezing, any pipes burst or anything like that? I think that's it. You pet your own cat instead? That's fair. Okay, so we leave by sea real quick. And what quests do we want to do first? I think we want to turn in Oswald's quest. So I think for that, for... What's it called? Lost Dues in Good Faith, right? So that we have to go back to Khan. Recommended companion is Shodi, but I think that's just for the actual, like, dungeon itself. I don't know if anything no water in the bathroom. So have... Yep, that's the no fun part. I think we're actually at no water in the bathroom as well. Is gonna be awkward come the morning. Odie boy. Yes, sir. You get the pets, because the chat says you get the pets. Not like I wouldn't pet you anyways, but you know how it is. You know how it be, Odie boy. Odie bodie. Alright, we've got... So we want to swap out party members for our basic party. I'm gonna kick everyone and put Maya in front. And then we'll go do the Oswald quest, and we'll probably go do Shodi's quest as well. So, Queen's Birth. Or, shit, I should have gone to the Wild Mare, but it doesn't matter. We'll just run over there, and then we'll do Bardato's quest. Because I do not believe that requires a specific person either. We just have to be careful, because when we move from the above-ground quests...
Now, aren't we?
When we move from the above-ground quests to the Delver's Row quests, we want to take Takehu. So we got to make sure we do that. Save real quick.
Island
and
folk tend to prefer light. Take your time.
I'll give you selling. Does he have? He has a cloak? This. Shield in darkness, +2 stealth, +1 resolve. And aura during nighttime. That's really interesting. Let us... sell. Initially, we're only gonna sell... Ooh. We're only gonna sell non-enchanted weapons. We're gonna keep all our enchanted weapons at the moment. Probably we will get rid of them shortly. But I want to have a good understanding of what I have first before I do that. Skeletal Wizard's Grimoire, that's fine. So... There we go. Alright, so we're getting about 4K off of all that stuff. Awesome! That should be good. Trade. Okay, so we get the 4K. I just want to check and see what we get if we sell all of our other stuff. Just another 4K? Okay. Fine. Leave anyway. You're gonna go stalk your other channel? Have fun! Cool. Have a good time. Valheim? Yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing Valheim lately. It looks pretty fun, but my group doesn't really seem very interested in it, and I don't want to play it solo, so... Yep, you stay safe as well. Have a good one. Yeah, it does look fun. Oh, the boy. All right, where is... Who are we looking for? Here she is. Khan. Khan!
Don't you have a temple to find?
I did.
And? Where is he? Did you get my money?
Funny thing, but Oswald's flat broke. Not a copper to his name.
That twisty old pig licker. I should have known.
Khan slams her fist on the table. The utensils jump. She looks away quickly, tears just budding on her eyelashes, and dashes them away with a shuddering sigh. After the brief storm of emotion has passed, she steadies herself and turns hard eyes on you.
Gods, but I'm dead tired of this wretched archipelago.
She exhales a deep sigh.
So, if you don't mind, I'll be taking my leave. May Wild's legion of creepy eyes watch your back and all that.
Khan gives you a curt nod and finishes the remainder of her drink with a gulp. She hustles out the tavern without so much as a wave goodbye. Yep. Alright. Why I put all my stuff in. Ah, right. It just kicked it back into whatever inventory it could. Interesting, interesting. Okay. So, that was complete, and that actually got Adair a level. So, let's go ahead and do Adair real quick. Athletics. Survival. Okay, fighter or rogue, so we gotta pick either or. But really, this feels like rapid recovery is really, really good. So I kind of feel like it behooves us to go rapid recovery first. What are we? What's our build? Oh, we're 2 weapon style, and we took riposte. I don't know that that was the best plan. Interesting. There's so many good abilities here. Confounding Blind is really good. Finishing Blow is really good. Strike the Bell is really good. Taking Riposte is really good. We could do something like Rapid Recovery. Go on, hold the line. We don't have Confident Aim. Ooh, that definitely seems like a missed opportunity. Like, absolutely seems like a missed opportunity. Why do we not have... Ooh, goodness. That's such a good ability. I have to, like, respec him. I say that, but there's so many good things. Probably it's because just the way the levels lay out. So... This is 5% health, and this is based on power level. Okay. I believe every 3 seconds for 45 seconds. Versus 7%. So I don't know, actually. I really don't know. As a tank, I would always pick up Rapid Recovery. But as a damage dealer, I'm not sure it's worth spending the point on. Like, Penetrating Strike is 20% bonus damage and 3 penetration. That's absurdly strong. Have a good rest of the morning. Gonna count... You're going to count the popcorn in the ceiling. Alright, have a good one. Good luck with your popcorn counting. Alright, I think we probably take Penetrating Strike. It's just such a good fucking ability. You run up against something that is, Taking Confident Aim, though. That's gotta be the better passive. Okay, so we took Stiletto, we took Sabers. I think we probably take Hatchets is a more defensive weapon. Probably just take swords, because I'm not sure anyone's really taking swords necessarily. Or maybe daggers. It's kind of my rogue dagger boy in this particular team. So we do that, I guess. Bye-bye.
Yes? Certainly.
What do you need? Yeah?
Yeah. Gotta love the music in this game. It's so good. I think we're also just going to explore, because we haven't really fully explored all of the areas that we've been in. For example, we haven't been, so...
Vision's past.
This is the Queen's Birth. We haven't been in the Luminous Audra Mill. We haven't been in Sansa's Map Emporium. There's a quest in here. We haven't been into the Bardato Estate or the Valera Estate. We haven't been over here where the Bardato quest is. We haven't been into the Valian Trading Company headquarters. Like, there's still a lot of stuff that we haven't done just in all of the areas for the game, for Nekataka. So we're probably just gonna we're just gonna spend a lot of time in Nekataka tonight, I think. Try to do quests, figure some things out. Okay, so this is all stealing. You know, Cortina's voice finds you before she does, her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the queen... Oh, you are not the tax collector.
She narrows her eyes, her hand twitching at the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill?
Who are you?
Okay.
Cortina leans in close, one prodigiously furry eyebrow raised.
You go around asking just anyone in Queen's Birth personal questions, maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh?
I mean, I just asked who you were.
Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hands together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, huh? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
Per guano. For the good. Cortina slaps you on the shoulder, a playful smile on her lips. What do you do here? She looks around the room with exaggerated wonder, her green eyes wide. She laughs a little to herself and runs a finger across the arm of the chair beside her. She holds up the finger for your inspection. It's caked in shimmering blue dust.
We mill luminous, of course.
What do you do with luminous Audra that's been milled? Is it like cocaine? Is this spice?
Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated.
She gives you a condescending little pat on the arm. Yeah, what do you use that for?
Good day.
Farewell. I said good day. Bodie, bodie, bode. Ooh, wet dog. Abraham. We got a doggy. Abraham is reduces recovery penalty or armor. Varies by armor type. Okay. And he gives you plus 10 health restored on kill. That's interesting. That could be really effective in certain, like, you take, for example, like some of the fights that have a whole bunch of little bitty, very weak enemies, but then some stronger enemies, and the little enemies kind of hold you up while the stronger enemies hurt the shit out of you. You could use something like this to heal off of those little enemies, so that would be cool. Recovery penalty varying by armor, or the reduction of recovery penalty sounds pretty good, but I would want to know how much it reduced. You know? His deflection is not very high to have something like, yeah, a shield gives you way more deflection, so him not having a shield and then going for riposte seems a little less than, maybe. Don't get me wrong, riposte is pretty good. I just don't know how frequently it's gonna proc. A boop. What are you looking at, Odie Boobs? Is that the mama? Are you looking at the mama? Is Lippo meowing? Are you looking at the meowing Lippo? He's like, what's going on? Where is my sister? Where is she? Alright, so we've got Sansa's Map Emporium. And I think Sansa actually gives us a quest to go to a couple of different islands. Go map out a couple of islands. So that should be a good thing to pick up. Trap detected.
We here.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heels, and a wide grin plastered on his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself, but I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Do you sleep here?
Sometimes.
He touches a hand to his forehead and blushes scarlet from his neck to the tips of his ears.
Married to the work, you know? I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that.
Aw, poor
He
Caleb.
always hogs the blankets.
He rubs the back of his neck. Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he?
Sansa's face splits into a broad grin bright enough to light the room. The faint trace of a smile forms on Adair's lips.
He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
You said you're writing a book.
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense.
Sansa folds his arms, sighing.
I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
I've got a bold heart and a ship. Need a hand?
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough.
Shodi nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile, as she enjoys impassioned.
It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Despite his words, the gleeful expression on Sansa's face has not faded.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, amico. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
Hell yeah.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Mage. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Sweet.
Something I can do? If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
Gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe hand.
Not 'cause I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go.
Eh.
Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did, but me, I mean.
He cocks his head to one side and smiles. I couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
All real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift. And wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There's something accusatory behind Adair's
But
eyes.
I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds.
Absolutely.
Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
It hasn't always been easy.
Well, that's why I mention it. Sometimes it's been anything but. I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this? What is it tells you you're on the right path?
If I'm truthful with myself and others, I find that things tend to work out.
Well, hard to argue with that. And I might get some strange looks if it did.
Nice. Adair heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's been building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I could see that being an improvement.
Now, just about anything would be at this point. Now, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
He adopts the smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parrot.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets the finger drop and the smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes.
Gods do be that way.
Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
I love this game so much because of the context that it provides for, well, a lot of things, but the world that we live in, right? It's one of fantasy's strongest abilities is to take the world as we know it and recontextualize it into something more wistful and fantastical, obviously, but still something that is familiar to us and that something strikes a chord. He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer, deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
I honestly don't know.
I guess we'll see what he has in store soon enough. If we make it that far. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing.
Sometimes that's just life.
I think this was just a long way of saying, I appreciate the way you've guided things.
Appreciate the way you followed, Adair.
Makes me feel like I'm doing some good, going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face like he just remembered a joke. I love Adair. Adair is such an incredibly wholesome character.
Hey, I got it.
Now, after having been so incredibly
Your orders?
wholesome,
Still as a pond.
let's see if we can't steal from this guy. We've got a secret that we've detected right here. Nice. We're going to wait for Caleb to move, and then we're going to go and disarm this trap. Just skip. Some jade, a scroll of plague insects, or plague of insects. Scroll of major healing, scroll of form of the helpless beast. Nice, those are some good scrolls. Of course, I tend to just sell scrolls, but we might keep some of them. I guess I could be stealing other shit while... Deadfire lines.
Captain? Easily done. Don't mention it.
Incense, a couple of different things. Nice. Alright,
Captain,
now that we have
say the word.
robbed the very nice man blind. Let's head back out. I always feel so bad stealing from Sansa because he seems like such... One, he has a dog named Caleb. And two, he seems like such a nice and enthusiastic and passionate individual. But at the same time, RPG. Gotta steal the stuff, you know? Okay, so one ability for monk or priest. We've got our consecrated ground. We don't want any of the whatchamacallit stuff. I don't think. Combat focus could actually be good. Despondent Blows is a foe AoE that reduces accuracy. That's actually a very powerful move. We don't want Divine Mark. I think Dire Blessing could actually be pretty good, but we already have... this group already has quite a few perception buffs. So I don't think that's a good plan for this group. That could be interesting. Basically like a cheat death. Warding Seal. Prayer of the Spirits. Super interested in any of those, I don't think. Soul Mirror. 50% chance to reflect against ranged attacks. That could be good. So weapon and shield style. So that gives... Let's double check. PoE 2 does one-handed style work with a shield. One-handed style is only active if you carry only one-handed single weapon without shield. Okay. So I think it might have worked at one time. Yeah, so it seems like it did originally, but that was unintended, and that it has been patched out since. Maybe? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of mixed information. I'm getting information saying that there was a patch that it worked that way, and then there was a patch that was supposed to fix it, but that patch may not have actually fixed it, etc., etc. So who knows whether or not it works currently? We could test by taking it, but if it's not intended to work that way, I'm of the mind to just not do that. So. Blade turning. Am I still getting email? Go ahead and close out some of my stuff. So blade turning, hostile melee attacks redirected to another nearby target for 3 seconds. The monk uses lightning-fast hand movements to redirect incoming melee attacks for a short time. Huh. That seems like it could be good if you... Oh, it's wounds. It's... Right. We actually don't have anything that uses wounds yet, do we? Yeah, oh, we never... We really need to pick up something that uses wounds. Why do we not have anything that uses wounds? Why not use blade turning then? If we have something... Yeah, why not use blade turning then? Got a 1.1 second cast time, though, for a 3-second duration. That doesn't seem very... What about something like Torment's Reach instead? Give a big ol' ba-boom ability. Yeah, we definitely want to pick up something that does wound. So let's go with Torment's Reach. It might not be something that we stick with indefinitely, but I do like the idea of blade turning, but I just don't think that's going to be good. So eventually, there's a concept of using Enduring Dance. Suffering any damage ends the effect. Enduring Dance is suffering 3 hits ends the effect. So I'm somewhat curious is if there's a world where like you could go into the Dance of Death and then use blade turning to redirect hits and then stay in the dance and then continue to like as you're in the dance you gain wounds, right? So you could use those wounds to continue to blade turning and just like monk dodge tank basically. That seems really interesting, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that anytime soon. So let's use Torment's Reach for now. But I think that's a really cool concept. So let's keep that in mind. Okay? Don't I have a warbow on her? I think I do. Either way, maybe flail.
After spending so much time with Connor, I'm surprised. You're nothing like him.
Guess poetry just has that effect on me.
Oh, you could certainly do worse when it comes to family.
Purpose. Gone shepherds us all, traveler. Gone sickle comes for us all. His temple along the sacred light stair. Shines bright. The path who embrace it clear.
Okay, we've got the Valera estate, then the Bardato estate. Let us head up here towards this quest. So this is the... Hey, Woods, how's it going? This is the Salt in the Wood quest. Quest. The quest. What are you up to tonight, Woods? Someone's coming! What's up, Penny for my thoughts? Are you pirating? Hey, gathering that booty! Awesome. I hope you guys kick some ass on the Sea of Thieves. Against a backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, 2 men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of the crowd's attention.
I did not send for anyone to preside over our contest.
No? You didn't hire a bodyguard, coward. We have business. What do you want?
I can just say I don't want any trouble. I'm here on a quest though, so I'm gonna say that I'm here. Actually, let's. Ooh, I didn't save. This could go go poorly. To know what's going on here, for starters.
This doesn't concern you. We've come to settle a challenge.
Before he can finish, Laro quickly speaks up.
What's your words of? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valian terms.
Orso glances in your direction with annoyance.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
He sneers.
And how do your colonies fare, Adiran?
Orso narrows his eyes on Eloth. Oh. I suppose you have a good reason for this duel?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Laro opens his arms wide and smiles to the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Orso spits on the ground between them. Okay, so I can go, I'm a watcher. Do you have any idea what I can do to you? And this will give me a minor negative to the Valian Trading Company, so I'm less interested in that. We can go bluff. The Juana are gathering reinforcements to storm this position. They should be here any second. Okay. We can go benevolence, which is this slight worth one of your lives? Or we can go, does this have to be settled by death? Surely there are better alternatives. Or we can bet and get a minor negative again. I think maybe we bluff, right? Maybe we, are we prepared to bluff? We have a, I guess, maybe. Let's try to bluff. The Juana are gathering reinforcements to storm this position. They should be here any second. We just want to break this up, right?
Miller, scatter!
Laro whistles to his attendants, and they break apart in a disorganized exodus from the scene. Resourcefulness. Maya cocks her head and listens.
What? Where are you going, you stuffed shirt? Hey, wait!
Orso and his comrades scramble to follow suit.
This isn't over, you coward! You can't hide behind your corrupt mother forever!
Orso leaves the arena in a hurry. Minor negative reputation lost with Valian Trading Company. I'm relatively okay with that. Like, I don't mind losing some reputation
Captain,
here
not
or
a
there.
problem, Captain.
Especially since I don't think I'm gonna go with the Valian Trading Company in the long run. We check. Ooh, we got a level on Eloth. Reputations. My reputations. We've got the Valian Trading Company. Whatever. Huh. Ah, interesting. I've never actually seen this before. You're trying to? We just had to leave our server with 3 ships teaming up against us? Oh no! That does not sound good. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. This is really cool. I haven't seen this, or I haven't paid attention to this before. There's some really, like, you can see the choices that you've made in the game that affect the decisions of, or the opinion of your companions, right? So I've made a whole lot of decisions that Shodi likes and none that she dislikes. Whereas, like, Aloth, I've made a couple that he dislikes, Like, and Palagina, I've kind of pissed off. She's actually displeased with me. So that's really interesting to kind of like see these effects on people's personalities. Very cool. Struggerbus. Nice.
Captain.
Okay, so that's going to be it for this particular episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you are watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Captain.
Captain.